Hey, it's Brandon here again. So we've done the static stretch, okay? So now we're a little bit more loose than we were when we walked into the gym or your living room or wherever you're doing this workout, this commit to fit routine. But once we've done our static stretch, we're gonna move to the dynamic movements, okay? And this will take just another couple minutes. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how these work. I'm gonna basically take a few steps back and walk towards the camera so you can kind of see the movement in action. We're gonna do 4 movements. It's inchworm, lunge and twist with a reach, okay? And then we're gonna do bear crawl, and then we're also gonna do deep squat mobility, okay? And I'll show you and explain all those things and what they are. But the first one is an inchworm, okay? So let me just kind of explain first. So I'm in a standing position. I'm gonna walk down with my hands into a push-up position, and then with my knees locked, I'm gonna ankle walk up just like an inchworm would. So I'm up here, I walk down with my hands into a push-up position, then I walk back up with my feet, and I just kind of look like an inchworm going across the ground, all right? So here it is. So I'm reaching down to the ground, I walk with my hands into a push-up position. If you're strong enough, do a push-up. From here, my knees are locked. I'm ankle walking up, so I feel a stretch in my hamstrings, in my low back. Then I walk back forward, walk back up with my feet, walk back forward with my hands. All right, we're gonna do that 5 times, okay? Inchworm 5 times. The next one's lunge, twist, and reach, okay? So I'm taking a long, exaggerated stride here. I'm just gonna kiss my knee to the ground, my back knee. I'm not really resting my weight on it. I'm staying tight. I just barely have some pressure on that knee. Then I'm twisting towards the lead leg and up. Drive back, lead leg and up. Twist towards lead leg and up. What I'm doing is I'm stretching this entire complex all the way through my quad, hip, lat. All right, we're gonna do that 5 each leg for a total of 10. All right, the next one is a bear crawl. Some of you will struggle with this, but who cares? Struggle with it, all right? It's just figuring out the movement. So bear crawl is just like gym class. All 4s right here. I always tell people to start with your elbow towards your knee, and then you're alternating, okay, as you do a bear crawl. So I'm starting right here. Okay, let's see that one more time. I'm gonna do it sideways. So I start with my elbow to my knee. All right, notice how my butt stays level. All right, and we're gonna do that for about 25 yards, okay? We're not gonna do it for an incredibly long distance. But it's just good, it gets our shoulder complex, our abs, our legs. It's just a good mobility warm up. Then lastly is the deep squat mobility. I believe this is a gem, an absolute gem in maintaining hip mobility, function, vitality, especially as we age. If we can keep our hips mobile, it's gonna save us a lot of injury potentially and a lot of other things. I digress. Here's the deep squat mobility. So what we're gonna do, I'm standing in this position here. I'm gonna reach down, grab my toes. I'm about hip width apart, slightly wider than hip width apart. I'm grabbing my toes, and I'm using that as an anchor point. This might be all the further some of you can get, and that's fine. Okay, but what the goal is to be able to pull ourselves underneath here in this deep squat position with our chest up tall, and then we're gonna put our butt back up in the air, all the while keeping our hands underneath our toes, and pull ourselves back under. So it looks like this. Up, 1, 2, down, 1, 2. Up, 1, 2, down, 1, 2. Sideways, looks like this. Here, here. Should feel a massive stretch from our hamstrings, calves, maybe even our low back, pulling ourselves back underneath, okay? So that's the deep squat mobility. We do that for 10 reps. and then we're gonna proceed to the break a sweat. Okay, so it goes static stretch, dynamic movements, break a sweat, and then we're gonna hit our short, quick workout. All right, stay tuned for the break a sweat.